Stalker and Metro are both incredible game series with a good amount of overlap, and we got a new game in Stalker 2. Metro 2039 was announced, but there are actually a lot of promising games alongside that hit the same sort of notes that are coming soon. There's a wide variety, all upcoming games, even a few in early access that you can play right now. So let's start with Road to Vostok. Road to Vostok takes the feeling of the Metro and Stalker series and puts it into a hardcore single-player survival game. The atmosphere is exactly what you would want from a game like Stalker: abandoned villages, eerie forests, and ruined buildings, and you spend a lot of time wandering around. You never quite feel safe. It's all about exploration, finding resources that are limited. You need to be prepared and make sure to plan the way that you play. Enemies can kill you quickly if you aren't careful. While this may not have the more supernatural elements and mutants of Stalker or Metro, it definitely has a lot of the other components. So if you're down for a sandbox survival game that feels like Stalker and Metro, check out Road to Vostok. You can play it in early access on Steam right now. And on the other side of that, the next game I'd like to show you is Project Silverfish. If you did love the supernatural weirdness of Stalker and Metro, that still feels grounded in a harsh world, you should definitely check this one out. There are all sorts of powerful artifacts to find within the zone, hidden mysteries to look into. It won't always be straightforward to complete contracts and missions that you're given, so you'll have to use your brain to discover the truth. But you won't be alone out there. There are anomalies, there are monsters lying in wait in the darkness, so you'll have to try your best to overcome whatever you might run into. It's a large open world with all sorts of different weapons and tools to play with, and there are different factions within that zone that you'll come into contact with. You'll decide who you work for, and you can even join them if you'd like. It's a bit more stylized of a world, but it's well worth checking out for fans of Stalker and Metro. You can play it in early access on Steam right now. Forest Rains really pushes into the ideas of Stalker as the world around you twists and morphs. It'll be a non-linear experience with dozens of missions. There will be various factions that you come into contact with, and the choice is yours what you will decide to do, and the choices that you make will shape the outcome of the game. It has a lot of the systems that we love from Stalker and Metro. FPS combat with realistic weapons and a lot of different gear, and the entire thing will take place in a post-apocalyptic Paris, which gives it a unique atmosphere, mixing the familiar sights of various landmarks that have been reshaped by the apocalypse. Trees, vines, and all sorts of plants growing on top of and through those buildings. They've already shown quite a bit of alpha gameplay. Really looks solid. There's been no announcement for the release date, but you can wishlist it right now on Steam. And if you really like the horror aspects of Metro and Stalker, you should check out a game called Total Chaos. In Total Chaos, you explore a place called Fort Oasis, though it definitely doesn't feel like it fits the name. It seems like it has been long abandoned. You'll be searching for scraps. You can build makeshift weapons to use in the fight against the horrifying beasts that you come into contact with. It's a game with a really immersive atmosphere and environments that tell their own story as you move through them. You have to balance your resources as they are limited, and there are situations where you'll want to throw everything you have at enemies. Total Chaos was originally a total conversion mod for Doom 2 that only released in this full game version in late 2025. And for fans of horror and Stalker and Metro fans, you should give this one a look. You can play it right now on Steam. The Path into the Abyss is the next game that I'd like to recommend. It's an upcoming survival shooter that takes place in Buenos Aires, and it's made by Argentinian developers. It explores the idea of aliens coming to the planet, the landscape being changed by flood and climate change and this invasion, the outcome of that invasion, and you're there to explore the aftermath of it. It's a pretty ambitious game. It has this system of dynamic NPCs that have their own personalities and persist within the world. They'll remember various actions that you take, and you can become friends or enemies with them. The map is controlled by different factions, and each faction will be trying to expand their influence. You can either assist them in doing that or fight against them, or you can let the world change on its own and kind of just exist in it. The developer has shown off a long demo of gameplay, something like 50 50 minutes of it, so I would recommend that you check that out, give the game a wish list on Steam if it sounds interesting to you. And the next game I'd like to recommend takes place entirely in the snow and the ice. Permafrost is a story-driven survival sandbox set in that icy post-apocalyptic world. You're an engineer who's been drawn into this place in order to rebuild, but you don't have a lot of wilderness experience, and now you're going to get it. You can play this one either by yourself or with up to 3 other people, and the meat of the game is exploring the frozen cities and navigating through the various factions. So if you really enjoy the environments of Stalker and Metro, but you wanted to play it with some friends, this is a good choice for you. The early access for Permafrost is going to be starting soon, with a release date coming on August 21st, 2026, so make sure to wishlist the game on Steam now. And the last game I'd like to recommend is one that has kind of gone under the radar. It's described as a post-apocalyptic cyberpunk game. Hail to the Rainbow has a lot of things which should appeal to fans of Stalker and Metro. It has that first-person horror that is also story-driven with shooter mechanics and has you explore various different creepy environments. This one has a bit of puzzles that you'll solve as well. So it has a bit of a different vibe to many of the other games on this list. It's also a bit shorter and has a lower price to reflect that at $15 for full price, and it goes on sale regularly. If you want something that feels similar but plays differently in some ways, give Hail to the Rainbow a look. You can get it right now on Steam. And for the bonus games, I'd really just like to push you towards the Fallout series. If you're a Stalker or Metro fan and you haven't somehow played Fallout, you should probably get on that. Start with Fallout New Vegas and explore the whole series. They're great games. They have a lot of aspects that are similar, though I would say they're overall a bit lighter in terms of mood, maybe a little bit less simulation to them. It still gets pretty dark at times, though, and they're great games. So there you go, 7 games that are like Stalker and Metro. There are, of course, many other games you should check out, but I wanted to highlight some newer games here. If you have any games that you think fans of Stalker and Metro should check out, make sure to tell me what they are in the comments. You could help someone find their new favorite game. And for more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.